welcoming our Alumna Scholar Speaker, Maria Hall.
That was so sweet. Thank you, Angela. Hi, everyone. This is so amazing. The first time I came to this Foundations Gala was in 2001 when I was a law student at USC, and the room was half this size. So it's so inspiring to be here. Tonight I'm here as a board member and as a member of the scholarship committee, and I just want to tell you what a great pleasure it is in my life to be able to serve on the scholarship committee and get to meet the students personally. The foundation is unique because we actually get to personally interview every student. So we don't just see their GPA and their one-page personal statement, but we actually talk to them and get to know their dreams and their hopes one-on-one. And for me, that experience as a first-year law student really changed my life. I never really talked about it, but after my first year's finals, I was really feeling down and sort of wondering how I was going to cope with the stress of law school, let alone a career in law. And I didn't really tell anyone because, I don't know, I think I just wanted to look strong. I didn't tell my family. And on the morning of my interview, I remember I was so frazzled. I had overslept and I hadn't ironed my suit, and on the way there I snagged my nylons and I had a pimple from eating too much chocolate on my finals. It was just like, I was a total mess. But I was still on time for my interview. Always, so students take that as a lesson. Always be on time. But it was a good thing I did because my interviewers were Judge Aurelio Munoz, Judge Dennis Landine, who I know is here somewhere, and Tomas Olmos, who is also, is he here? Well, those were my interviewers, and I'd never met a judge before that day. And I was just kind of struck by their confidence and poise and dignity. And my favorite thing about them was their handshakes, because I really felt warmth and kindness from them. So Judge Munoz was the one to start out my questioning, and as typical of Judge Munoz, he gets right to the issue, and he says, "So, why'd you go to law school, mija?" And by that time, you know, I had written so many personal statements and essays and applications, but I was so tired, I just said, you know, I hope this doesn't sound cliche to you, but I just went to law school so I could help people. And Judge Munoz, he just kind of looked at me and leaned in, and he said, "That is not cliche." And I looked at Judge Landine and Tomas Olmos, and they were all three looking at me with compassion and understanding. And I felt like I was finally with people who understood me and my goals. And I didn't have to prove myself to them. They recognized me. And so after that, the interview was easy, and I just talked about my music and working with inner city kids and working with humanitarian doctors and how excited I was to be a lawyer, and I couldn't wait. And it was like all those doubts I had just were gone. And they really listened to me, and they gave me advice and wisdom. And oh yeah, and I got the money too. That's best. Cinderella. It's more like that ugly duckling where, remember the story where the duckling that doesn't quite fit in and is a little awkward and is kind of sad and lonely and wanders into the forest and comes upon a lake where she sees these beautiful creatures swimming. And as she's admiring them, they come towards her and they recognize her. And they say, "Hey, where have you been? We've been looking everywhere for you. Come on, join us." And as she's approaching them in the water and glides in just as gracefully as they have been swimming, she catches a glimpse of her reflection in the water and sees a swan. And to all the students in the room tonight, I want you to know we recognize you. And we're so proud of you. And my best advice to you that's where the true diversity in our profession comes from. We need that from you. And you do have obstacles to overcome, but you'll do it. And just be true to yourself and you will succeed. And we'll all succeed together. So have a great night. This is your night. Congratulations.